After my parents tried to trap me into supporting my sister, I packed my whole apartment into borrowed trucks and vanished while they were out of town. 2 days later, my mom was sobbing, my dad was threatening lawyers, and my sister was texting, "Where am I supposed to sleep?" Funny how nobody asked where I was supposed to live. I was 28, a social media marketer, and I'd finally built something stable. I rented a one-bedroom from my parents for cheap and saved aggressively for my own place. I thought the family discount was the one fair deal I'd ever get. My younger sister, Lena, was my parents' forever baby. They paid for her school, her car, her constant fresh starts. I paid my own way. I'd learned to swallow it. Until a Tuesday at 7 a.m. I opened my door in pajamas, and there she was with 2 suitcases and a duffel. She smiled like this was a sleepover. "Surprise, I'm staying with you for a while." Before I could answer, Mom called. "Erin, make her feel welcome. She needs family support." "Mom, it's a one-bedroom. There's no space. She can sleep on the couch. It's temporary." "How temporary?" "As long as she needs. Stop being selfish." Lena walked in like she owned the place. She shoved my stuff aside, spread her makeup across my table, and tried to claim my bedroom. "I should take the room," she said. "The living room light wakes me up." "No," I said. "You get the couch." She hit me with the rehearsed tears. Wow, I'm at my lowest, and you can't make one small sacrifice? The next few weeks were chaos. She slept until noon, then turned my living room into a closet. She ate my groceries, used my products, and invited friends over mid-work call. I missed a deadline for the first time ever, and my manager warned me to get it together. I tried to set boundaries, quiet hours, split groceries, don't touch my stuff. She laughed. "Are you giving me a roommate contract? I'm your sister." Then she dropped the real bomb. "Mom and Dad said I can stay here as long as I need." I called my parents. My dad didn't even pretend. "We give you discounted rent," he said. "The apartment is a family asset. Your sister needs stability." So I didn't own my home. I was just the responsible one they could bill. A month after Lena arrived, my parents showed up with dinner in a folder. We sat at my little table, and my dad opened paperwork like he was closing a deal. Slow motion punched me right in the throat. He slid the document toward me. Then he tapped the new number. My mom said, "2 people means double rent." He acted like it was basic math, not my life. That number would swallow almost 70% of my take-home pay. Next, Lena stared at her plate, quiet as a thief. Then she smirked like she'd known all along. I said, "So I pay for her to live here?" My dad nodded like I was slow, and they laughed when I said, "Then I'll move out." "Be realistic," my mom chuckled. "You won't leave." They weren't laughing because it was funny. They were laughing because they thought I was trapped. That night, I read my lease. Month to month, 30 days notice, no furniture listed. Everything inside was mine, down to the couch she was sprawled on while telling me, "You won't really go." I took 2 personal days, found a tiny apartment I could afford, and quietly lined up help. When my parents and Lena left for a weekend family trip, I moved like it was a heist. Couch out, bed frame apart, boxes down the stairs, keys and notice on the counter, door locked. That evening, my phone exploded. "What the hell, Erin? Where's the furniture? Call me now." Lena followed with, "You're so dramatic." My dad's voicemail, "That furniture belongs in that apartment." I called back once I was alone. "It's my furniture," I said. "I bought it. I have receipts." Silence. Then, "Your sister has nowhere to sleep tonight. Air mattresses exist," I said, "or she can stay with you." My mom cried about loyalty and family. I stayed flat. "I moved out," I said. "You just didn't think I would." After the shock wore off, Lena got a job because an air mattress feels different when nobody's rescuing you. My dad stopped threatening lawyers when he realized he had nothing. My mom stayed angry, but even she got quieter once she saw I wasn't crawling back. My new place was smaller. My big couch barely fit, but it was quiet. My food stayed in the fridge. My bed was my bed, and nobody could slide a folder across my table and rewrite my life. So what would you do? Sign the paper and fund your sibling, or disappear with your furniture and let them figure it out?